Well, hello, Sunshine Boys. I have a new episode of the old 52. And this is where I take an episode aside and we do a spotlight on a old comic, a old #1 of a defunct series that we get to talk about because it's awesome. And, of course, they're all brought to you by my comic book I self-publish, Red Knight. Issue 4 is out. You can check out the links at the bottom to find out where you can order copies of my comic book. Now, Aquaman has a bit of a bad reputation. I blame Super Friends. Because while you ordinarily saw, the other Justice Leaguers do usual kind of fighting stuff, they really didn't add much to his fish-talking thing, and didn't really show off anything else he could do. And also, in between adventures, he'd be the one who have to show you how to make boats out of milk cartons and shit like that. So, that show had pretty much a long, devastating effect. But, of course, everyone knows he's cool now because of the great writer, Peter David. Peter David, back in 1994, I think this is? Yes, 1994, took Aquaman on. This is, of course, when he was riding high on his Hulk series over at Marvel. And he had done Time and Tide, which was a terrific 4-issue miniseries, giving us a look into the character of Aquaman, also explaining some things about his history that maybe we weren't up on. But that picked up here. This is issue 1, and this is by, of course, Peter David and Martin Englund. And we start off with a horrifying dream of Aquaman being sucked into the abyss of a pit of just god-awful awfulness with this horrifying mouth ready to close in and pull him in. Of course, he's just having a terrible dream. But, of course, it's a fairly prolific dream because things in this series really suck for Aquaman after a while. But we'll get into that later. Aqualad comes to him. He has some news here. You see this nuclear sub? Well, that's kind of a time bomb just sitting around. Well, the government asks Aquaman to do something about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, you talk to fish, do something. Anyway, Aquaman goes... Aqualad finds him in a cave, which they jokingly call the Aqua Cave. And they're not serious. But, by the way, there's a lot... Despite how dark this series got at times, the Peter David humor and just fantastic dialogue always maintained in this series, by the way. Aqualad shows up and gives him sort of a John Blake kind of speech, like, hey, go be Aquaman! God damn it! Stop sitting around growing a beard, do stuff. Well, they go do stuff, and they go and investigate the problem. But of course, they're attacked instantly by someone who's been hiding out in this sub. See, the sub had been pretty much off limits because it was radiated inside, so no one could get in without dying. Oh, hey, cool, look, it's a 0-hour ad. Anyway, they are attacked by this guy. I forgot what his name is, but he's part of this, evil group of conspiracy guys. Let's see, what's his name? I don't remember. But anyway, he captures our heroes. He captures Aquaman and leaves Aqualad to die, to be eaten by sharks. Also, Dolphin makes her first appearance in this series. Dolphin was Aquaman's girlfriend during this period. Mara had been, I think she had been dead or gone or something. I think she'd been dead at this point. Everybody takes a turn at being dead in Marvel and DC, and, this was Mara's time in the penalty box. Wow, what a cool start, actually. This does lead into the Aquaman with the harpoon fist. Actually, he loses the hand in issue 2, and a lot of people would call it, Aquaman with a hook. Well, it wasn't a hook, it was a harpoon. It would, it had a pointy end, it would shoot. It had all sorts of cool crap. And, this is really kind of like Peter David's, chance to like really show off Aquaman, and he really started at the bottom of this series and had to kind of build his way up. Which actually, if you think about it, was kind of almost a metaphor for the character in general, because he was pretty much a bigger joke than he was pre-Jeff Johns series, frankly. But of course, despite how awesome this series was, after the series had ended, after Peter David had left, and then after the series had been canceled, Aquaman kind of became sort of a joke again. And then the big Jeff Johns series is taken over now. So it does beg the question, after Jeff Johns is done with Aquaman, is he going to become a joke again? Who knows? Push the button, Lindsay.